Check. Let's hope this works. It should. He doesn't need that. There you go. Okay. All right. This is going. That's going. Hopefully that sounds good. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, that's not good.
Well.
That's not professional. All right.
Professional is our middle name. Monday Professional M.A.S.S. She wide lens.
On what?
On that.
What do you mean shoot wide lens?
On that.
It is wide.
Yeah, you can't see it.
As wide as it'll
check.
Okay.
Here we go. Check.
Copy that. What's up, everybody? This is the pre-show. The Monday
pre-show?
Now
the free pre-show.
Chris is going. Okay, go.
Okay, you want me to go?
3, 2, 1.
There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Monday M.A.S.S, the world's greatest action sports podcast. I'm Chris Cote.
And I'm Todd Richards, and it is Monday for a change.
November
4th.
What is it?
It's the 4th, because tomorrow is the Great Election Day.
Erection Day in America. And you said you have some concerns about the collective consciousness of the United States of America.
I don't know if anyone else out there feels this, but I feel like there is a collective tension in the force.
I just want to take a minute to thank everybody who's been posting their I voted stickers and everybody who's taking to Instagram to say, get out there and vote. All the celebs, all the influencers. Without you, it's like I would have never known that there was an election because, I'm not like seeing it on YouTube. I'm not seeing it on Instagram. I'm not getting 6 to 10 cardboard mailers every day reminding me to vote and who to vote for and who to not vote for. So just thanks everybody.
Can we be done
for the reminder?
Can we be done with the
I want this
Can we be done with the politics?
thing to be over.
It's not a political podcast.
I just want it to be over.
Great.
I don't want to hear the E word ever again. And I'm not talking about erection, because I want to hear that word.
All right, let's go. Like I said, today is the 4th of November, and Chris,
May the 4th be with you.
It's dumping snow in Colorado. It is, look.
Ooh, I saw something at M.A.S.S has some
This is
dustings.
great. This is great news. Last year at this time, it was a gigantic bag of suck. And this year, it's snowing. I feel like I can feel it. Other than the crazy election stress.
You said not talking about it anymore.
Permeating. I can also feel this winter's going to be fucking sick.
I hope so.
I'm ready.
Well, I'm ready to do.
Why do you have your phone open to like an election day?
I didn't mean
countdown.
to turn it on.
What are you doing, dude? Who are
you? What are you doing? On this week, we're going to talk to you about our sponsors. You know what, everybody? So here's the deal. Todd and I are both wearing beanies. I'm wearing multiple layers. It's like a refrigerator here in my office. Our office, sorry. But outside, it's nice and sunny. And it's that kind of like cool, crisp sun that is a little bit deceiving because you will get your ass burnt out there.
Oh, I know where you're going with this.
And I'm telling you this because Sunbum makes sunblock, chapstick, all types of skincare, hair care, soap on a rope, etc. That's full year round. And this right here, I think I talked about this last week. I'm going to talk about it forever. Never leave home without it. It's dry. It's chapped lip season, Todd. You know about chapped lips, don't you?
I do.
They look chapped right now.
Yeah, they're super chapped.
And I already used this, so I'm not sharing my chapstick with you. Thank you, Sunbum. At Sunbum, follow them. At Spy Optic, we've got our goggles.
You can
We're
choose
ready, dude.
between goggles and glasses. They have it all.
Goggles
also,
or glasses.
They have helmets and they have stuff for your moto needs.
They have snowboarding helmets?
They do.
Dude.
Do you need one?
Yes.
They have good ones. I
was going to remind you to bring my complete setup.
Of what?
Of snowboard stuff.
What,
Boots
so
and
you
bindings.
can wear it?
No, we'll just set the board up on the air again.
Oh yeah, because people love that.
Let's do that.
All right,
I'll stand up on the table
Spy
again.
Optics Marauder Special Edition. It's a great looking goggle. Has happy lens. It's awesome. This is what I
You keep
use.
talking to that.
Stop.
You're not doing it right.
Keep going.
Hansen Surfboards at Hansen Surf. They had a hugely successful ski and snow swap over the weekend, and if you missed you can go back in there and get all your stuff.
This is how crazy that sale was. And one of my friends came down from Tahoe to vacation in Mission Beach or something like that. He came up to that sale. He's walking, like it's like 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning on Saturday.
Yeah.
Apparently the line was around the building early.
That's a good sign for
Dude,
snowboard
he walked
season.
out of there yesterday with a Karua snowboard, split board for $100.
No.
He was like, he couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it.
That's
I saw him.
like a $2,000 board?
No, it's like
$1,200.
no,
$800.
it's like an $800 snowboard.
That was close.
There was like nothing wrong with it, and it came with skins.
There's
It
nothing
was
wrong with that.
insane. He was just like, why? I don't know. People,
Why would you shop
people
anywhere
get,
else?
Like just when people want to get rid of shit, they will sell it to you dirt cheap.
Yeah, they will. And thank you to Hansen Surf for putting that on. That it's like a direct injection into the snowboard and ski industry, which is great. You know, the mountains are a little bit crowded, but at the same time,
Not to be confused with a direct
hot.
election.
You said it again. Bachan's Japanese barbecue sauce at Try Bachan's.
We got
I dare you to do a double squirt
Bachans
straight into
right
your
here.
mouth.
I don't think
They're not. I don't think they're open.
No, they're
Thank
not open.
goodness.
No, thank God.
Yeah, those are for me, for my barbecue.
These are yours.
Needs. At Try Bachan's, new flavors, new styles. Don't be afraid to give the gift of Bachan's this holiday season.
Yeah, and then they have stocking stuffer sizes too. Are we talking about a holiday? Fuck.
Yeah. Yes.
All right.
Yeah. Holiday erections.
Ruined Christmas again, Chris.
MachuPicchu.
What?
MachuPicchu Energy. That's right. MachuPicchu Energy is here for your energy needs, and it's natural. It doesn't give you that crack cocaine feel.
Doesn't make you feel like you want to rip your skin off your face. You know, MachuPicchu Energy is great for when you're going to get the tree.
Oh yeah.
And putting the tree up, which is like next week.
Or after you eat all that turkey, you know, the tryptophan. Mm-hmm. Just pound a Machu Picchu and then just like blow your family's mind with all your awesome stories at the table.
Unsolicited awesome
Yep.
stories.
What else we got? Bubs Naturals at Bubs Naturals, collagen, MCT, all the good stuff. I've been putting it in my kids' hot chocolate, and of course I put it in my coffee every single day. That's at Bubs Naturals and at Panic and Coffee and Tea. Todd, I just saw something. Yeah, he's drinking it. Panic Coffee and Tea is hiring. So if you're local to the area or you know someone,
Do you think you could go over there and work, like just now, like just go over there, like you've seen them do
No.
the deal enough.
I would know how to pour cups of coffee, but to make the actual drinks they make, I wouldn't know.
I think it'd be great just to have us as baristas one day at
my
Panic
God.
and
Can you
just
imagine the line
just
would
see
be-
what happens.
The line would
No,
be
I think we'd be
around the
efficient.
block.
How hard could it be?
Okay, what's in how do you make a mocha cappuccino?
A mocha cappuccino? You mean just
What
like a
machine
mocha?
do you use?
Use a milk frother, which is easy enough. It's just like the little thing that comes out.
What button do you push?
You just turn the little knob. I feel like I could do it.
Okay, well, like I said, Panic and Coffee Tea is hiring. And Todd, if you want to,
There's some shit
you're
in my
picking
ears.
your ears on the
There's
podcast?
stuff in my ears.
Jesus Christ. All right.
All right, let's get into it.
So we just want to do a brief Halloween wrap
No, we
up.
don't.
I want to just accept.
I don't.
I want to accept the accolades for my winning costume at the Lose Records annual costume contest. I won a $100 gift certificate. I won a shirt and a Lose Records hat for my Temu Top Gun. Todd liked it, and I did not see any pictures of Todd dressed up.
He was the worst Transformer I've ever seen.
Yeah.
He was a GoBots.
Yeah, and also just want to remind you, it's Breast Cancer Awareness always. If you have a mom, daughter, sister, friend, neighbor, I don't know about neighbor.
I don't know about mom.
Mom, check your breasts. No, for real.
Not but you.
It's time. It's always a good time to just, give yourself a little and We love you, and we love your breasts, and we want you to be happy and healthy. So give them a self check. If you want to go to @keepabreast on the gram, they will show you these steps. And maybe Todd next week will. Guys should do this too. They say check your breasts.
Just not your mom's or your neighbors.
I'm not. It's a self check. I'm not asking you to check your mom's breasts.
You kind of did.
No. Tell her to check herself before
you inferred it.
You wreck yourself. Don't come in like this when you say it. Just mention it. November 8th at Belly Up. The Cars, the Red Cars, playing songs by the Cars. We're playing with a band called, I'm the singer, one of the singers. We're playing with a band called Saved by the 90s. It's going to be a fun night. Sunbender, November 22nd at Booze Bros, Wild Wild Wets, and November 24th at the Encinitas Holiday Street Fair. Todd, don't forget to vote tomorrow.
You guys are playing? You guys are playing at the Holiday Parade?
Holiday Street Fair.
What's the difference between that and the parade?
Well, parade goes down the street with floats and the street fair.
I asked for
that. You can go on your balcony, Todd, and you can hear us play. Surf News is brought to you by Sunbum at Sunbum. Remember, this is year-round shit. Do not be left burnt with chapped lips. Get your Sunbum on. Right now, the ISA Parasurfing World Championship is happening in Huntington Beach, and I watched some of it this morning. It is just incredible. I mean, you talk about people that have a passion for surfing by any means necessary. If you're in and around the Huntington Beach area, sorry. No, just kidding. Oh my God. If you're in and around the Huntington Beach area, you can go around Main Street, but get down to the pier because there is an event happening that will be, it could change your life if you go check it out. I'm telling you, the appreciation you'll have for your health and the appreciation you have for these athletes will be incredible. If you're not around there, go to isasurf.org. Have you ever seen a parasurfing event?
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing.
I volunteered at one.
You should volunteer again. It's going to be there all week. Do you know that it was opening day at Pipeline? Is that on your radar?
No.
Were you concerned about that?
No, but it sounds cool.
Yeah, it happened.
Tell me all about it.
It was opening day at Pipeline on the North Shore of Oahu.
Do you ever watch the Pipeline cam? Like the Surfline Pipeline cam?
Sometimes.
You do?
Yeah. Just to check it out.
Have you gotten piped at Pipeline before?
But
You've
no.
got, like on a smaller day?
Yeah, smaller day. Mini barrel. It's actually a good way for airs on a smaller day. Yeah. Underrated. Okay, so today would have been Kalani David's 27th birthday. God. And that to me that's an incredible stat because he did so much. He passed away a few years ago, but he did so much. And if somebody said, well, how old would Kalani David have been? I would have been like, I don't know, 35, 36. Because he packed so much into his life. Mm-hmm. But to hear that he was only 27.
Man.
Or he would have been 27 today. Just incredible. Go back and watch some Kalani David videos. I mean, can you imagine Kalani David at Swatch 9s?
Jeez.
Would have been...
Mangle it.
Also, Todd.
Yep.
This is big wave news that Todd loves. The WSL Big Wave season is back. The Tudor Nazare Big Wave Challenge is now... the season is open. And it runs through March 31st. So hopefully it happens. Hopefully I get to go. I've been... put on the list, I guess. Do you enjoy?
Okay, so a lot of the big wavy things that are like it's code red, get there. Yeah. Do you enjoy having that kind of anxiety? I mean, I don't think I could handle that. Like, okay, it might go this week.
But don't you have that same deal for natural selection, snow?
Not really, because they have a date. They say we're going to try, this is the week that we're looking at.
Okay, so you're within a week.
Within a week, but you guys are like, whenevs.
It's pretty gnarly because regardless of what you have going on around here, and for me, I've got a lot of either like sunbender shows or
stuff,
DJ gigs or one-off events.
You're deep in the stuff.
And it's just gnarly when you get a ping. To me, WhatsApp always gives me a little bit of anxiety.
Yeah, because it's always like
WhatsApp. It's like
somebody another country usually.
You're. It's awesome because you're most likely getting called to do something cool, but when you get a WhatsApp, oftentimes it's like, you're getting called immediately to get on a plane. Mm-hmm. I hope it happens. I really would love to see that this year. Last year it happened, or the year before, and it was okay. It was still big, but it was just like okay. So hopefully this year it's freaking just huge. Did you see that Sierra Kerr won?
I did.
The QS 5000 in the Philippines, along with Oscar Berry. Conditions were pretty sick, but Sierra Kerr was doing huge airs. Did you watch any of the
her last
highlights?
She got like a 9 on her
Combo.
Yeah, super crazy little combo barreled at air, right?
Yeah, so we pretty much know Sierra Kerr's making the championship tour next year. Easy. Not based on this one win, but we just know the trajectory. It's almost shocking that she's not already on the championship tour. She's already won 3 QS events. The Hawaiian Islands Sunset Pro is happening right now. It was firing yesterday. Like I said, open season on the North Shore.
We've talked about this before, but you've surfed Sunset before? Have you been out at Sunset when it just like the swell all of a sudden shows up?
Yes, I've been out at Cami Land, which is kind of across the channel, and I was looking at Sunset. I'm like, God, it's getting kind of big, and it was like head high, and as I'm watching Sunset get bigger, it's like the wind. It's always like the wind switches a little bit or something. And the weather comes in. So you're sitting out there, and it's like head high.
Yeah.
Next set comes through, it's a foot overhead. The next set comes through, and you can just feel the energy switch. And if you're me, you get the hell out of there. You paddle in. You know you're about to get stuck out at sea.
Wow.
So that's all happening. You can check it out. I've been seeing some great videos there. And Todd, did you see my 3-wave wetsuit review on the Manera X10D32 full suit?
No, I didn't.
Do you like and subscribe to any of my
I watch your
films
I watch your Instagram as
well, it was on there. I just put it on there this morning, but let me tell you.
Did you like it?
This is a great wetsuit. Watch the review.
How does it hold the urine heat?
You're in luck because I did urine in it. That's part of that's a unspoken part of the review. Holds it great.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's a great wetsuit. So far I've done a Colby Plus and a Manera. I got a Vissla one to do, and hopefully these are helpful.
Sounds a lot like you're just trying to get free wetsuits.
Stop. It's not free.
You provide a service.
No, I provide a service. I review wetsuits, so you don't have to.
Should we talk about the big Waterbrothers premiere at La Paloma?
Oh my gosh, what a night!
That was awesome.
You did a rousing speech. Todd and I introduced Sid Abruzzi and the Waterbrothers documentary Waterbrother, which is showing again, I believe, on the 7th, right? Yeah. So going to this thing, I knew that I've seen the documentary, but it was going to be different to watch it in theater. I didn't know who was going to be there, and wow, it was star-studded.
Yeah, it was pretty legendary. Crazy. So obviously, if you're from the East Coast, most notably New England, you know who Sid is and what he's done for the scene, not only in Rhode Island, but just like up the Eastern Seaboard. Like he's just what the legend of Waterbrothers is like. You see the stickers everywhere.
Yeah.
But the fact that he's made friends in all different corners of the planet, and the people that came out for the premiere, I mean, it was like Christian Fletcher, Christian Assoy,
iconic.
Yeah, there was so Pesman, a lot of people like PT was there, and there was just so many. There were so many people that I hadn't seen in a long time. People from skating back east as well. Rhino was there, and someone that I hadn't seen in probably 40 years. And this guy Twista, Tom Putnam, who grew up in my town in Paxton, Massachusetts, who indirectly had a huge hand in me pursuing skateboarding, which would eventually lead to snowboarding. And he was there, and it was like this crazy Wayback Machine, and it was so nuts to see these people, and just
we were crying, we were laughing, reminiscing while
really
watching.
Cool.
It's actually I'm sorry, I got it wrong. It's Wednesday, this Wednesday, November 6th.
So it's right, so you can cleanse your election palate.
Yeah, at La Paloma Theater. basically, I mean, the documentary, right? If you knew, like, I knew Sid a long time ago, and then I got to meet him, hang out with him. But watching this documentary, really, you got Tony Hawk in there. You got what's it? Shepard Fairey is in it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the interviews are incredible, and the Cannon brothers, Kannan. I think there's like 7 brothers that made this movie. They killed it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It really is. It's like
It'll eventually be streaming somewhere,
Yeah.
but there's a couple more shows. There's, like I said, this one. I think
it's got to win some awards.
There's like
right?
a Laguna. Isn't there like a Laguna Surf Film Festival coming up?
Yeah, let me get the.
It's going to be there. Then it's going to be up in Santa Cruz, which is going to be a great showing up there because of just Sid's connection to Santa Cruz and everyone that's up in there. So
yeah, go to there's at Waterbrother Film on Instagram, and hopefully you're already following at Waterbrothers. And I actually had a cool opportunity to invite Sid out and his wife to the California Surf Museum Gala fundraiser, which I hosted, and I was an auctioneer. Have you ever done that?
yeah,
I raised some money. I sold a surfboard for $6,500.
shit.
And a couple other things with Shay Roney, Jim Kempton, and the crew. So it was that was a super rad night. Mickey Munoz, Rory Russell. You're looking around the room, and it's just like legends on legend. Linda Benson, like that. I had a like 2-day legend festival, which was super rad. So California Surf Museum, you should check it out if you're around. There's some other news coming through. Rusty Surfboards is now bringing the board business back to the United States. They're going to make most of their surfboards in the USA, which is pretty cool. And I just saw I think it's old, but it kind of just came back. There's a surf movie called Bloody M.A.S.S. that is kind of a parody takeoff of American Psycho, but it's in Norway. It's super weird. It looks super rad. Anyway.
Are there trolls in it?
The 10 most influential surf spots according to Sam George and the Inertia. Not without controversy, Todd.
Let's hear it.
Okay. Here's the list. 10, Sebastian Inlet. 9, North Narrabeen. 8, Killers, Todos Santos. 7, Ala Moana. 6, Pe'ahi. Let's hear you say Pe'ahi.
Pe'ahi.
Thank you. That was a good accent.
Oh.
5, Cape St. Frank. 4, Malibu. 3, Honolulu Bay. 2, Steamer Lane. 1, Waikiki. Kelly Slater said, who made this list?
I was just waiting for that.
Who made this list?
Oh, boy. The inertia.
Well, it was Sam George. And, fun fact, the first thing I ever got published in a surf magazine was a letter I wrote to Surfer Magazine complaining about too many pictures of longboarders in the magazine.
Sick.
And the opening to that letter was, fuck you, Sam George.
Really?
I swear. But I'm homies with Sam George. And this was funny. So Slater called it out. Connor Coffin chimed in, Bells Beach, Snapper Rocks, Lowers, Pipeline. What a random ass list. Chloe Andino said, whoever made this list should be fired. No Pipeline, no Lowers. I gotta kind of agree with that.
Dude,
and like I said, I'm friends with Sam George. But that list was way off.
The inertia is like, it's there's not a lot of inside.
I like the Inertia.
Do you?
There's a lot of information on there. And
I feel
different. It's different news.
I
than
feel like
other
the inertia is
sites.
all like made with AI. Like everything on there just feels like an AI article.
Like how to
like this list. Like you ask AI, what are the top 10 surf spots, and this is what it spits out.
I mean, I guess Sam has his reasons. For I don't know if I read the whole thing, but
Oh my god, it's like completely taken out of context.
well, I read what Beach Grit wrote about it.
Oh my god, dude. Oh, speaking of Beach Grit, I feel like this is some kind of fun little news. So our friend Chaz Charlie over there at Beach Grit actually did a real live interview with Laird Hamilton.
I saw that.
And I was like really stunned by it because
I'm surprised Laird would sit with Chaz, but why wouldn't he? Chaz is a great journalist.
He is a really good journalist, but I also think that Laird actually took him through like some breath holding exercises,
Yeah.
and they did some like weight running in a pool. I feel like
that interview should have been a bigger deal.
I do too, because it's really good.
Well, because I saw the headline, and here's the problem I think with like Beach Grip, for example, is the headlines are so shocking a lot of times that we've all been pulled in to the articles, right? And so now when you see interview with Laird Hamilton, you're like, yeah, but it's not an actual interview with Laird Hamilton. It's something gleaned and pulled from other sites, but it is actually an interview with Laird Hamilton, and it's great.
Yeah.
So you should check it out.
MachuPicchu Ad Block. MachuPicchu Ad Block is brought to you by New Greens. What happened to the New Greens? Did you use it? No, it's right here.
Yeah.
This is.
I stuck it to the wall.
Why are you using duct tape?
Because I redecorated the wall behind us, and I put the Moro board up.
New Greens. If you just shoot it into the air around you, you can breathe it in. But it's better to be taken in a glass of water with a spoon. When you wake up in the morning, you smell it? Smell the New Greens?
It's in my eye.
The New Greens is in your eye. But you should put it in your mouth.
That's what Todd said.
New Greens.
Good ad. Pedal Electric at pedal.electric. Todd, I'm working on a deal. I'm trying to talk to Pedal.
Last thing we need is more bikes.
Upgrade.
Really?
Because I've been watching their new ads. Spencer and the team has been putting together some great promo PR pieces that, of course, keep us posted as to
I have a solid,
bike.
just like real world Pedal Electric, testimonial.
Okay.
So we went down to the premiere of Waterbrothers the other day. I live on a very steep hill here in Encinitas. It's actually like right up from where the
Don't give your address out to
Encinitas
these
drop-in spot is, the skate spot.
You dropped it on your bike?
No, but I'm saying my wife and I went down the e-bike, and we have to go back up those super steep hills.
And no problem.
Dude, the Pedal Electric with the dual motor just blasts you right up that hill.
No, I know.
It's a solid.
Why do you think I
e-bike.
chose them to be our bike sponsor? I chose them. They accepted. The rest is history. Vessel shipping at Vessel app, VESYL app. Best, easiest, fastest, most awesome way to ship whatever you ship, and especially with holiday season coming up. I know you're going to be shipping some frozen hams, Todd. Use Vessel app. Vessel shipping. Go online. Check it out. It's easy. It's awesome. We love it. At Mint Tours, of course, our tour is sold out. And don't worry. Somebody hit me up and said, what do you know about giving people guided tours of Japanese powder? And I said,
nothing.
I know nothing.
Nothing.
But I know enough to know that my friends at Mint Tours have the best guides in the business. We're not your guides. We're
not
your entertainment.
guides. We're your good time guides.
Yeah.
We're your good time guides.
I think we're gonna do maybe a bingo night.
What?
We're gonna watch.
I didn't agree to that.
We're gonna watch Out Cold one of the nights, right?
Are we? Who's telling you this shit?
I'm telling you. I'm in charge of entertainment.
All right.
It's going to be fun. It's sold out, but there is a waiting list, so get on it if you want to do it. DiecutStickers.com, at DiecutStickers.com. You know what's up with the die cut stickers. They're the best in the business. Did we get everyone? I think we did. So now let's go to...
Skate News is brought to you by Spy Optic Goggles, Glasses. I'll just wear these for the whole segment.
Yeah. I need to get a snowboard helmet. I'm going to talk to our guys, Spy guys. Exposure Skate went off yet again this weekend. The vibe was at 1,000,000%. Arisa Trew. Come on.
She is so...
Be truthful.
She is so good. She does
it all.
Switch McTwists like it ain't no thing.
Yeah,
540s, body burial 540s.
Did you see the little interview? She was like getting ready to drop in, and like whoever's filming her, they're like, "What are you gonna do?" She goes, I think I'm just switch 540," and then drops it and does it. Like, no problem.
It's so wild, and she basically went there and won all the divisions.
She won vert, she won bowl, she won best trick in both.
Yep.
Nanaka Fujisawa won best trick. Did you see a pop shove 50-50 down the big rail at Poods?
I did.
Sickness.
Did you go over there at all?
I would stop by there for a little bit. I had a super busy weekend driving my kids around.
I drove over there to go. I figured I was just gonna go and get out of the car and go. There was nowhere to park So
it was
I
going
just
on.
left.
It was huge. So congrats
Yeah.
to the whole exposure crew.
I believe you can see it on Red Bull TV. I know Red Bull was doing the broadcast, so if you need to go back and watch some of the action.
And I did. I watched a little bit some highlights of Amelia Brodka, who with her partner, business partner, came up with exposure. And Tony Hawk told Amelia, "Without you, skateboarding would not have been in the Olympics." And I thought that was a huge
There's got to
compliment.
be someone. Someone has to pioneer these things.
Tony Hawk was there filming, hanging out. It was just an amazing.
Oh,
weekend.
here's something that was kind of like a parallel over into like watching Waterbrothers. I totally forgot that in Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3,
Yeah.
Skater Island, which was Sid's park that he did in Rhode Island,
Which was probably my favorite
is
level.
in that Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3.
Yeah.
Right?
Gotta
Is it
watch
3 or 2?
Waterbrother.
It's 3, right?
It's 2 or 3.
I think
yeah.
it's 3.
But yeah, that's. I mean, what more of a shout out can you get?
It's the pirate ship
Um.
level.
Well, speaking of Tony Hawk, here are some facts about Tony Hawk you might not know. This is from Transworld Skateboarding. Brian Blakely wrote this article. I'm just going to give you a couple of them. This first one was pretty shocking to me. I know I heard about this, but this is pretty rad. Tony Hawk's first sponsor was Dogtown Skateboards. He wasn't a first generation Z boy, but at 12 years old, Tony's first sponsor was Dogtown. Did you know that? That was pretty awesome. When he turned 50 years old, he did 50 tricks in one day. 50 tricks at 50 years old.
Like a
And
video?
not just like little like street tricks on vert. 50 tricks at 50 years old. And the last I have a lot. I love a lot of Tony Hawk news actually.
You have more Tony Hawk?
At 48, he did one more 900. 17 years to the day after making his first 900. There's a documentary that covers this.
Yeah, there was on HBO.
Till the wheels fall off.
It's great.
Yeah, and also Tony Hawk is joining our homie, legendary photographer Jay Grant Britton, for a town hall discussion November 7th, this Friday, or this Thursday, in Orlando at the Orlando Museum of Art. So if you're there, go for it. Baby news. We're about to see a super baby be born because Honolulu Bloomfield and Clay Kreiner are expecting April 2025. We don't know if it's a girl or a boy, but either way, we know this kid's going to be radical. Baby Kreiner coming April 2025. Very excited for you too. Honolulu Bloomfield, multi-time longboard world champion Clay Kreiner, one of the best vert skaters, mega skaters ever. Vans and Geoff Rowley are celebrating 25 years together.
I think that's pretty sick considering, I mean, with a lot of brands these days, just
Just
constantly trimming
fat.
fat. And you've got someone like Geoff Rowley who's still there. Do you have those?
These are not the Geoff Rowley ones, but these are also new Vans half cab collab. Shit skateboards out of Norway. My homie Frody Goa hooked me up with these, and you see there's a little thing on there, and it just says shit. This is a good looking shoe right here. I haven't had a pair of half cabs in a while, so Vans X Shit Skateboards. Thank you for those, Frody, and Shit Skateboards and Vans. Oh. Yeah, I'm back in half cabs, Todd. It feels
Do you
good.
like them?
Yeah, it feels nice. I'm going to skate in them on Friday. This is kind of gnarly. This is kind of like one of those things, like, be careful what you throw out there, but I like it. Only in skateboarding, I think this would do this. So, Pharmacy Board Shop hopped on Instagram for a guerrilla-style skate contest. Concept is simple, but what you have to do is not.
Oh my god.
Pharmacy Board Shop is offering $10,000 to the first person to either backside flip or 360 flip El Toro. $10,000 to backside flip or 360 flip El Toro.
That hasn't been done?
Technically, no. So the backside flip was the Scheckler one, I think.
Oh, that was the
like-
controversial.
and then the other one was, what's his face?
Chris
man.
Cole?
No, Chris, the other Chris.
Jocelyn?
Chris Joslin. He did a tray flip. He landed and rolled like 8 feet kind of like this and then stepped off. So technically
Huh.
a no make. So neither one of those tricks has ever been done down El Toro. But if you can do it,
Wow. 10
Monday
grand.
Mass fans.
I feel like there's some. I mean, the talent level of
Well, you know what? We're
kids
gonna throw
out
in,
there these days.
Let's throw in $10.
I'm just saying. I feel like there are kids that are maybe not big names, but they
Oh, for sure.
will fling themselves down that, and someone could have Eye of the Tiger and land it.
I agree. I think
Is-
people are
let
so
me
good at
ask you this.
skateboarding now that that's going to happen. And if not, if it might have happened this weekend.
Is okay. So I don't know if
See.
you have the answer to this, and maybe people that
I
are
might.
watching have the answer. Is El Toro a bust? Like, is it? Can you just go in there and?
Not during school hours.
Of course, not during school hours. But I'm saying, is it like a bust when it isn't school hours? You know.
I don't know.
So navigating that, man.
Well, I mean, Heath Kirchart and Jeremy Klein drove a van down it. They busted through the gate in their van. No permit. X Games real street videos are out now. I just watched some highlights from Braden Hoban's video. Always
God,
rad.
Let me just go back to this
Okay.
backside flip and 360.
Okay, yeah.
Like, how many tries do you think the human body, like, at one session?
If
Like,
you're
how
let's
many-
say you're how old are you? 16? 18?
Whatever, 16, 18. How
Five.
many, that's, you think 5 is the maximum amount of tries that the human body can endure at El Toro?
I mean, some people are different. Like, you watch some videos and there's, some kid out there flying off something like
But
a
that's
bunch
like,
of times.
that's like you figure it's,
I think 5 max per day.
because it's probably like 30 feet out and you're dropping 15 feet.
I ollied a 3 stair not too long ago, and my heels are still bruised.
I think that's an interesting thing.
Very interesting. Well, good luck out there, kids. If you do it, pharmacy will give you 10 grand. Todd and I will do $10 each, so that's $10,020. Unofficially partnering up with Pharmacy Bike Shop.
Yeah, we're part of it now.
What else we got here? Nick Stain, opener in the Atlantic Drift episode 16 video is so gnarly. And the trick he does is gnarly. It's one of those, like, I think he did a nollie heel or nollie flip into, like, straight drop from hell. But he did it into a swarm of bees. It's so fucked. It shows him, like, rolling up to it, and he goes, ah! He's like, ah! And then he does it, and then his homies, right before he's got, like, a branch, and he's trying to, like, swarm the bees, and they attack him. And then it shows
Wait, so it
Nick
was on
Stain-
purpose?
Well, he didn't want to skate into a swarm
Yeah,
of
but
bees.
his friend was smacking the bees?
No, his friend was trying to clear the bees out so he could do
Oh.
the trick. But it showed him after he was, like, stung from here to here. It was so gnarly. But it also reminded me, so Atlantic Drift is, in my opinion, I'm sure a lot of opinion, this is, like, the best skate video series style. This is a cliche, but your favorite skaters' favorite skaters.
Mm-hmm.
Nick Stain, Cyrus Bennett, Max Palmer, Akwasi, Tom Knox, like the best of the like super stylish street skaters, creative.
And bees.
You gotta watch it. What other skate news do you have?
I was just going to say, I can't remember if we talked about this last week, but I went over to... So, the iconic Encinitas drop-in
Yeah.
off the Encinitas Civic Center sign.
Yeah.
They did some street work there
Okay.
last week.
Yeah.
They improved the sidewalks. Now, I went over there the other day, looked at it. Last week, Chris Russell dropped his video part where he rolls and ollies into it,
Yeah.
which to me is just absolutely bonkers. And I was afraid that the spot,
Oh, because they're doing concrete work.
because they
at the
did
bottom,
concrete
yeah.
work, and now there's actually like you land on the bank and there's two curbs to drop off of now.
And I was just gonna go try it too.
So it's a little bit different than it was before, but it's still the same amount of gnar.
But more gnarly now. With
Yeah,
the
it
curb
is.
at the
It is a
bottom.
little bit more gnarly, and like I said, Chris Russell decided to roll pop in, which is,
So-
I just think it just adds another layer of fast.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and Brett Pajeski says yes, and there's a new pole in the landing too. So you
And you
also
know
have
what?
to avoid
Yeah.
that pole and the two curbs.
Pajetski was actually the guy who reported this. He got the exclusive, and he's also the guy who invented the bowl of cigarettes on Halloween.
This is true. This is true.
And
That meme you
It's-
see everywhere, take one cig,
Yeah.
leave the lighter. That actually
That's-
originated
right here in Lucadia by Brett Pajetski.
right in his
Pajetski.
and he's also he's really
He's a genius.
he's really
Yeah.
pushing Chinese and Italian food at one point.
He was. We were on board with that too.
All right. Snow News is brought to you by at Mint Tours. Guess what, Chris? And
What?
you already have this in the news, but I was going to comment on it. Shaun White's getting married. Oh my God! You say he's not, but yet he is.
He is. And he popped the question at the Golden Swan. And
Is that like Olive Garden?
I thought the Golden Swan was when you reached around your partner and you. I thought it was something different, but it's a restaurant. And that's where the
Golden
This
Swan,
story is actually pretty rad. I'm
Nowhere near the rusty trombone.
No,
At
it's
all.
way different.
Different.
I'm excited for these two. They're in love. This is awesome. One of Shaun and Nina's. I call him Shaun and Nina. Sheena for short.
I only go
Shanina.
to second weddings
Shanina.
and second gender
Man,
reveal
you should-
parties.
when I have my third, you're invited. So they tricked her into thinking that she was going to have a dinner with Anna Wintour. When she showed up, Shaun was there in the doorway, popped the question. She said yes. I think Shaun has. You have my address.
Congratulations.
I believe. I don't know if Todd's invited, but I'm sure I'm invited.
It's wedding season.
Is it?
I wonder if
Snowboarding season.
that seems like that's the first time that a snowboarder wedding has made headline news.
Right. I wasn't invited to your wedding, was I, Todd?
I didn't like you.
That was a long
then.
time ago.
I didn't like you. You weren't. You were a different person.
I was. I was.
I would
no,
not
I was
have,
actually
no
blackballed
one would have
from many
invited you
weddings.
to anything.
No, I stopped getting invites after that summer. Lee Canyon near Las Vegas
Yes.
will open or is open as of this weekend, and this is pretty rad because the Rabbit Peak chairlift serves as the bunny slopes 9 to 4, but after record heat this summer, this is going to be the first ever overlap. It's going to be ski and snowboard
Yeah.
skiing and snowboarding, and also mountain biking.
I'm so confused what you're saying.
So the resort opened up, and usually what happens, let me explain to you something about snowboarding resorts.
Oh, thanks.
In the summer, people ride mountain bikes there. In the winter, people snowboard or ski. But for the first time ever here in Nevada, near Las Vegas, how far is that place from Las Vegas?
It's like an hour.
Like an hour?
Yeah.
So they're going to have congruent skiing
It's tweener season.
and mountain biking.
And
Pretty
Lee,
rad.
Lee Canyon went through some heavy shit
Mudslides and
last
stuff.
year. So like for them to come back, and like I said, there's a crazy storm system that's coming. I know that the snow stake that was at Copper Mountain was buried. It's 20.
What's a snow stake?
It's 24 inches. It measures the depth, and it was completely buried.
Already?
Yes, yesterday.
Is that normal?
Some years, I think this year is starting off with a bang.
I love to hear it.
It is. There's another big ass storm that's coming in. I know Mount Hood, Meadows is scheduled to open. Mount Bachelor's got a ton of snow. You can go online and watch everyone building jumps up there at Mount Bachelor right now. Apparently, like the entire town was up there yesterday snowboarding. Like I said, Mount Hood is actually open for business again. Keystone is open in Colorado. Copper Mountain, I think, opens up pretty soon.
This will get you excited. Mammoth Mountain opening
Mammoth-
on November 15th.
That's next weekend.
They've got snow, and guess what?
It's starting.
I don't
It's
wanna
starting so much.
Spoil it, but
I don't know. I feel like this time of year, this. Oh Jesus Christ!
I don't want to spoil it, but guess who is going to be partnering up with Mammoth again this year?
God, I hope it's us.
Gonna-
This time
I don't
last
know,
year,
because
I don't
wanna spoil it.
The winter started so late, and it really screwed over a lot of the retail because the way
Here's
that
when you buy shit.
retail follows the trend in the snow forecast, and no one wants to go snowboarding if there's no snow at the resorts.
Right.
Really soft beginning of last season. There's a lot of snow in the mountains. It's hitting the Rockies. It's hitting Pacific Northwest really hard. It's going to, we're supposed to get a storm that's going to blow through Tahoe this week. I think it's great for retail, for snowboarding in general.
Yeah.
I mean, just go into your local shop. Please don't order on Amazon. I say it all the time. Don't order your stuff offline.
Keep it
Please
ma and
go
pa.
into the stores and support the stores. So, yes.
Yes.
Thank God for an early season snow. I hope this is going to be great.
I love it. I love it. And I'm excited to ride with you. I'm excited to ride with you. I'm going to ride at least 6 times this year. Guarantee you.
Dustbox video.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about this.
Chris just saw the new Dustbox video that popped last week.
I actually watched a bunch of snowboard. I was getting amped on snowboarding this weekend.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
So this is like
amazing.
officially snowboard video drop.
It's almost
season.
over. Like usually if you haven't dropped your
Okay.
snowboard video by, I would say, like second week in November, you kind of miss the mark.
Yeah. Well, the Dustbox video is as emo as it gets, and I loved every second of it.
It's pretty cool that, like, for us and the music that we listen to,
it's
which is
coming
like, it's a lot of 90s
emotional
emo, whatever.
rock and roll.
But it's the Dustbox guys.
Who's the
carry
guy
torch.
who has the makeup?
The guy with
He
the
has
makeup?
like the black lines on his. He does like black lines on his face on the Dustbox team.
I don't remember.
Well,
And also, big shout
I
out to
love the
Dustbox
video.
for actually using people's names before their
oh
parts.
my gosh,
Thank you.
thank you.
It's almost as
even
if-
though we forgot the
It's
guy's
almost
guy's
as if they've
name.
listened to what was going on. Noah Peterson's
Well, because
parts, fucking
Dustbox
rad.
is a video production company. They're a group of homies.
Yes.
Okay, do they make shirts?
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy a
They make it
Dustbox
all.
shirt. That'll make. I will be a poser, but I just want to support because they do rad shit. Also, I saw. This is like another homie video, but I just randomly saw it. It's new and it got me hyped. Even though it's like rail snowboarding is the furthest thing from my mind that I would ever want to do. I can appreciate how scary and gnarly it is. Tandem, the Good Samaritan snow video. You know these guys?
Yeah.
That was great.
There's
It was impactful. It was short. Videograss just did their tour.
they
back to
wrapped
Salt Lake City.
They wrapped it up. So they've been on tour for a while.
That's rules. And they turned Ride turned Reed Smith pro at that party.
Here's
Oh, here we
are you
go.
ready? Are you ready? Here we go. Here's Richard's rant.
Oh my God.
Reed Smith is pro for Ride, but Reed's been getting paid for a while. Like what?
But he's got his name on a board now.
I know. I love that what the industry's doing these days when people go get a
Pro
board.
party.
But
You don't like a pro party though.
No, I think it's really cool. I just think it's very confusing. What is it like? So are you now not pro until you get your name on a board?
Yeah.
That
No,
doesn't
because
track.
that
dude.
does track.
No, it doesn't track. It
Okay,
doesn't track
give
at
me an
all.
example of a pro rider with no name on a board.
Dude, I can give you 30.
Give me 2.
Let's see. Griffin Siebert. Here's another one.
Is he technically pro though?
Yes. If you're okay,
Does he put that on his LinkedIn?
if
Griffin?
you're getting paid, look, Red
No,
Gerard.
AMs get paid.
Red Gerard.
Doesn't he have a pro board coming out for Arbor?
I don't know if he does. He doesn't currently. But I'm just saying, I dig the enthusiasm about the cover
The party,
reveals.
yeah.
Which big shout out to Gabe Ferguson for getting a new cover of Slush. But it's I like the enthusiasm. I think it's confusing because these guys are all so good and they've been getting paid, and I would consider
Yeah.
them to be the top tier pros, the modern pros of snowboarding. And then they have a Reed Smith is now pro.
Is your name on this board?
Yeah,
Anywhere?
it's on there
Where?
on the other side. But that's
Says Todd Richards.
I don't know. I guess it's just.
It does not.
Yes, it does right there.
Where?
Right here.
You can barely read that.
Well, 'cause
I
I'm
guess
not-
you're just a little bit of a pro.
I'm into low pro. But do you see what I'm saying?
Pro. No, I
You don't agree with that?
I think it's different.
But if
I like a good party.
I like a good party too. But if people are getting paid,
Preyed on.
if people are getting paid that to go and throw themselves down things or go in the
Yeah.
backcountry and hit big jumps. They're in the magazines. They're riding for outerwear, goggles, whatever, and
They should have their name on a board.
yeah, and like here's let's see, tight ship, loose plans. How many years? How many years were you getting paid before you had a model? So I turned.
AMs get paid.
But this is back in the day. Like I was pro because I was 18. So that was the pro class of competing back then. It's a completely different model than it is now.
That's how you turned pro. Is
I turned
if you
pro
checked the box
was
at the
I was
contest.
18 and older men's pro. That's
Older men.
yeah. So it's totally different. But I had been riding. I had to like earn my pro model, but I was getting paid before that. I was entering a pro snowboard contest. It wasn't like I was not pro. It was just that like I didn't have a model.
Well, I think the simple explanation is that snowboarding is taking a cue from skateboarding. Skateboarding, they love a good pro reveal party.
Yeah.
They bring the board out. They bring all the
Yes.
homies to the park. And obviously it's different because, like a snowboard company can't just print a pro model for somebody. It takes a lot more
No,
than
it
a skate
takes a
company.
lot of effort. No, I'm not dissing it at all. I think it's amazing. I think it's very confusing.
Well,
like-
if you want a ride snowboard with Reed Smith's name on it.
Get one.
Wait, but do we know is his name actually on it?
Yes, it says Reed
Okay,
Smith.
cool.
It says Ride Snowboards, and it's like
Reed
like
Smith.
scribbled out in Reed Smith. It's very cool.
Oh.
It's very tactile. And
Yeah.
this has been happening. Like Curtis Cizik just got a K2 board.
But is his name on it?
His name's on it, but like
Did they know how to
Curtis
spell it?
has been pro as fuck for years. And like, is Curtis now pro?
Wait,
Cizik.
CZE
CZ.
ZICK.
Whatever. Anyway.
He's one of the best.
Anyhow. So I'm confused. If someone can help me understand what constitutes a pro,
Okay.
a is now pro for, even though they've been getting paid and being top tier rider for years.
Yeah.
How
Well,
make me
there's no names.
understand.
There's no pro rider names on any Burton boards, right?
That's not true.
Zebulon.
Zeb has a board.
I'm just trying to think of like big snowboarding teams that maybe just have like models.
But
then their team.
It's different these days. I feel like it's different because back in the day, it was like you would design a board.
Right.
And
Or somebody would draw and go, "Do you like this?"
Right, but at the same time, like if you were really doing a pro model, your board that you designed was its own separate board in the line that was different than the other boards.
Yes.
And I think that the pro models these days predominantly is the boards that they've been riding for a couple seasons that they're used to riding
Get their name
because
on
it's
it.
a surprise, right? So you can't surprise someone with a new shape.
You can surprise them with the new graphic.
With the graphic, right? But
Yeah.
like that's the difference between the old pro model and the new pro model, the way they do things.
Yeah.
Because in the olden days, you would sit down with a designer, you would go in, and you'd go on the CAD and be like, I want more side cut here. I need this board to be more torsionally soft or
more
stiff.
camber.
Yeah, whatever it is. So there you
Well,
go.
I want it to be a 1-inch thick.
Yeah, we're fully yapping right now. Thank
Okay.
you, Shred Guy 3.
Yeah. Okay. So, do you have any more snow news?
Nothing.
Nothing. Nerd news. This new album out by the Kerr. I don't know how nerdy that is. It's very romantic though. But we've got some questions to get to. Questions are brought to you by our friends. Whoa, who's that?
What?
Hi. Anyway. Questions are brought to you by our friends at Moro. Moro Snowboards presents questions.
We didn't sponsor this podcast. We can't afford that. We can't afford our own podcast.
I just got you sponsored. You're
Thanks.
pro. Okay, Chasing Winter Production says, what surf skate snow shop, in both your opinions, has the best all-around atmosphere, culture, vibe, and why, aside from Hansen? So thank you for saying that. Obviously, we love Hansen.
surf, and snow?
Skate, surf, snow shop. So it can be whatever. I mean, I'm just going to go kind of like back in the day when I was a younger man. Pacific Drive
Yeah.
had a surf shop across the street from the skate shop. And anytime you would go in there, it was like you were going to, some kind of like cool kid mecca, because you'd walk in and it was like the coolest surfers were over here. The coolest surfers were at the skate shop. The skaters were it was like Pacific Drive, and they're still there. They're still doing it.
Yeah, and
If you
their
saw-
logos were iconic.
Yeah, if
too.
you saw somebody in a Pacific Drive shirt or hoodie, you're like, well, that person's cool.
Mm-hmm.
So Pacific Drive and Pacific Beach, definitely one of them.
I'd say like Milo Sport these days
Where's that?
in Salt Lake.
Okay.
And also in California.
Yeah.
But I think that's like an iconic. You can go in there, you talk to the employees, they know what they're talking about. No one's trying to sell you a board. They're just knowledgeable.
Well, we have, in Encinitas, we've got McGill's and we got Rose Street. Both of those are awesome shops. They have different things, different vibes for sure.
There's a lot.
There's so many
a
good
lot
shops
of them
in
that you
San
can
Diego.
support. Yeah, Surfside and Newport, absolutely, dude.
Oh, Frog House. Those dudes are
Frog
nuts.
House,
I
Surfside
love those
Sports.
guys. I feel like if you want your surf or skate or snow shop to have a vibe, you need a couch,
Yeah.
right? You need a couch and a corner where you can like put videos on. That's very imperative. If you're a skate shop, you need a carpeted counter to build skateboards on.
I think a good snowboard skate surf shop is someplace where you can go and hang out.
Yeah, you got to be able to
It
hang.
builds the scene.
Devin Curran says, pool coping or metal coping, what do you prefer?
Ooh.
I mean, I like metal coping because I just like comfort and ease these days. So I like the ease of grinding on metal
Yeah,
coping.
but if it's good pool coping and it's sauced up,
yeah,
it's better.
I just feel like I could get hung up easier on pool coping.
Dude, we used to have the shittiest pool coping that wasn't sauced with like gaps in between.
God, but the sound
rip your truck off pool coping.
Jamie Stone, Osider Magazine, Transworld Skate, all types of things. Jamie Stone used to have a ramp in Oceanside that had a little vert section with, I don't know, it was about 6 feet across with pool coping on it. And the angle, it was like there was a hip and everything. The angle that you could come at this thing, and you could just freaking lay into like slash grinds. To me, that was like, it was so perfect. And the sound it would make, zap. Yeah. So I guess, I don't know if I answered your question.
Nope, but great.
What do we got here? This is from Brad. Is Greg grinding today? So he's talking about a homie, Greg Marino. He is grinding. I already drove by his trucks out here. He's grinding. So we got an inside thing there. How about Andy? Andy Ryan says, what about a new segment? Non-endemic ads that pay money. Yes, we want that.
Yeah,
We want that. He's talking about Shaun White is hawking Drink High West whiskey. Yeah, we'll take it. We will take it. What would you like to sponsor us with? We'll pretty much take anything. But we have to like it, right? We have to like it. We have to use it. Now, we like and use all of our sponsors. So we'll take your money as long as we like and use your product. Adam Etsart, who did some awesome Halloween drawings, and I'm sure he'll do some great Christmas ones as well. Monday M.A.S.S question, what type of skate grab or trick would you like to see in surfing that hasn't been achieved yet?
A grab?
Grab or trick. I know it's been done. It's so rare, but like a proper tail grab. I'm sure
Albie is the only one that's really messing with it.
I think Raiji does them in the wave pool.
I've never seen him do. I've seen Albie like try.
I guess you would need.
You need a quad or a twin.
No, I mean the fin's like that far back. You can
but you don't want to spock your fin.
I mean, geez, everyone's doing such rad tricks. I feel like a backside 180 kickflip. I guess you'd be going front side and do like an alley-oop kickflip. What would you call it? That's an interesting one.
Like a kickflip to fakie, but then you just spin around. I don't know. I feel like Zoltan will probably get on that.
Front side flip.
I don't feel like anyone's really fucking with kickflips anymore.
People need to flip their boards. switch flip?
Or not.
I think so. Well, that's all the questions I have.
All right.
So, welcome to snowboarding season. We think it's going off kind of around, but out here it's super sunny.
It's sunny here,
beginning
but
season.
I can't wait because it's just got me excited.
I can't wait either.
There's people like the clips that I've seen from Mount Bachelor this weekend of those guys going up and building jumps. It's straight up midwinter looking
Really?
Oregon,
Oh, I
and
can't
it's
wait.
so pretty. Like, just get out there and hike and have fun, but be really careful because this time of year the avalanche conditions are worse because
yeah.
there's nothing underneath the snow to anchor it. So
What's that
make sure you're
person say?
careful. I don't know.
I can't read that.
Anyway, all right. So we'll see you guys next week. Yeah.
Later.
Peace out.